Hello, welcome to this video on Bodhicaryavatara, chapter 7, verse 73. Sangsargang karmava praptam iched etena hetuna katam nama svavastasu smrityabhyasu bhavediti. I've just realized there's a mistake there. It should be smrityabhyasu. I'm going to change it in front of your eyes right here, because it's smriti abhyasa, not smritya abhyasa. Smriti, so smriti abhyasa, change it here, smriti abhyasa. I will read it again now correctly. Sangsargam karmava praptamichede tena hetuna katam nama svavastasu smrityabhyaso bhavediti. So the main verb here is ichet, one should want. Ichati, he, she, it wants. Ichet, should want, one should want. One should want what? Sangsarga means a gathering. If you're going to a meeting, a gathering of people is a sangsarga. And karma, we all know karma, of course, but karma means it just means a task or something you've got to do generally. So if you've got to attend a meeting or if you've got a task to do, iched, one should want that, etena hetuna, with this motive. iPad, the hetu, it's from the root he, meaning to impel. And we can make a verbal noun out of it with the suffix tu, with the root, gunate the root, so itu e hetu. So that which impels, therefore, a motive. It makes, like masculine is in a short, masculines and neuters in a short u, it makes its instrumental as in hetuna. For example, bhikshu, instrumental, bhikshuna. Remember the subdotted n, of course, after the preceding sh, the u to una. And etat, this instrumental etena, so etena hetuna, with this motive. So what's the meaning of praptam here? Praptam means got, from the root ap, to obtain. Very frequently, more frequently than not actually, is construed with the verbal prefix pra-ap, which doesn't really alter the meaning in this case. So pra-ap just becomes prap. It means to get something, but it also means if something is praptam, it just means it has arisen. Not necessarily that you've got it, it's just arisen in front of you. That's an extended meaning of the word. So a praptam karma is just a job that's arisen, something that's come up that you have to do. So if there's any meeting you have to attend, or any kind of social function, anything sangsarga, or a karma praptam, so some job that has arisen, something that's cropped up for you to do, iched, one should want it, etena hetuna, with this motive. Praptam here I've construed as relating just to karma. It could also refer back to sangsargam. It could. So it could refer to them both. Katam nama asvavastasu smrityabhyasu bhavet iti. The word namas and katam nama. Nama, the normal meaning of the word is name. In fact, our English word name, the Latin nomen and nominal, from that same origin. But it's often used just as a sentence filler. How should I? How then should I? If we put in the word then, it doesn't really add anything to the meaning. Just adds a little tone and flavour to the sentence, a sentence filler. And it's done in the same way in Sanskrit, katanama. Those of you who know German, it's done in the same way in German, where nämlich means literally namely, but it's often used in the same way. How then, wie nämlich, not that I speak German, but katanama, how then, wie nämlich, how then should I do it? Avastha, from the root sta, to stand. Avastha, as a feminine noun, means a state, a circumstance, a condition of being. Locative plural, a feminine noun, so locative plural, avastasu. And in these circumstances, it would be asu, from the ayam, meaning this, feminine locative plural, asu, asu avastasu, and with santi, asvavastasu, in these circumstances. So how then, in these circumstances, bhavet, optative, bhavati, bhavet, how could there be smriti abhyasa? Abhyasa means practice, and it means practice both in the sense of a student practicing his work to remember it, a musician practicing to get better at what they're doing. So it's used in that very ordinary pedagogic sense, but used here also in how we would say, exactly as in English actually, how you would practice mindfulness. Smriti abhyasa, by Santi, smriti abhyasa. So he's saying whenever you've got something, some meeting or some work has come up that you've got to do, you should want it with this motive. How then, katanama, asvavastasu, in these circumstances, bhavet, could there be, smriti abhyasa, literally mindfulness practice. So anything you've got to do, go into it with, how can I be mindful while I'm doing this? So I'll read it again. Samsargang karmava praptmichet etena hetuna katam namas vavastasu smrityabhyasu bhavediti. I've lost my grid lines again. Let me bring them back. So table design. Okay, hopefully they're back now. And the iti, the unquote iti at the end, it's not always, this iti is not always a direct quote, somebody said, quote, what he said, unquote, but also for a mental activity as well. So here, etena hetuna, with this motive, and I was saying, what motive? It's like a mental quote, the motive that says, how then will there be mindfulness practice in these circumstances? Iti, end of quote, meaning the quote of what your internal dialogue is that describes the motive. So treat it as a kind of the description of motive, like an internal mental dialogue. And finally, once more, sangsargang karma va praptamicchedetena hetuna katannamas vavastasu smrityabhyasu bhavediti. And that's it on this verse.